to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. And the Bobcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Trojans offense will start this game off. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are...
Defense knows it too. You know every single snap this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that are so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Bobcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Dugan coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The lone back's got it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional. Just throw the football every down. Love the offense, stick it to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
2nd down coming up. The DBs will back off a bit. It's a draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They'll go to the ground. Oh, what a move! He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Hand off from the shotgun. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out in the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have the talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Here's the handoff. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Dugan. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
At the 35, he's loose. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Higgins. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. Into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up their...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Grabbed in the middle. It's the Sparks. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
First downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
To the air, it's Dugan. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's third down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Powers through the defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. With the run on first and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Second and goal for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It's as if these guys have been allergic to the end zone. They'll try to overcome it on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Troy.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Quickly complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, he'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll try to pop the draw. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Dugan. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give is to Taylor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, heel off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Back to pass, it's Dugan. He's got his man. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Touchdown, Bobcats. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle field.
Stopped after making the catch. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Dalton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to the air one more time. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Down 4 late. They have to convert on fourth down to keep hope alive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Running back searching for a hole. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fourth down in inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they